Oh, we're very lucky. We've got Mr. Allen, Mr. Paul Allen, back on the Zoom. He's very kindly said he'd come back on. He's just finished 6-month mastery program with me, so he's been working with me for a total of 9 months now. And just to give some context, he lost 36 pounds in the first 12 weeks. It's finished another 6 months, but I'm going to let Paul tell everyone how much you lost. What was the final result, Paul?
So all in 55 pounds. And again, just couldn't be any happier with the result. More energy, feel better, and that's a twofold because all of my friends and family have noticed it, and super proud of the result.
55 pounds in 9 months. Now, a lot of people will be saying, well, if you lost 36 in the 12 weeks, how come you just didn't double that in the next sort of 6 months? And it's not as easy as that. As you lose weight, it starts to get harder, doesn't it? It's like eat very quickly in the beginning, but then it's eking out those 1 pounds, 2 pounds. But what was the thing, the driving sort of factor, the key factor that kept you focused? Because 9 months is a long time to really stay working at this. What was that key factor that kept you focused on getting this result?
Yeah, no. So this work really resonated with me from the initial conversation that you and I'd had, Gab, when you asked me what was my why. And so, it's not the what and it's not the how. If you've got a good why, that ends up acting like a magnet, and it pulls you towards the goal. And my why, my own personal health, and my family. And being here, for them for as long as I can. And the path that I was on wasn't going to get me there. And so again, that's what really helped me. You're right. You see these, bigger results, in the beginning, on the scale. But with your work and the way that it transforms the mindset, while you're not seeing those results on the scale, when you see those results in your behavior and your activities, you get that same kind of gratification, which you used to see on the scale, and you go, oh, wow, that's great. I lost 4 pounds or, whatever it is. You get a week, you go, man, I lost 1 pound. But, I lifted weights 3 times. I, made these choices. I was smart about these, different situations because life happens. And so again, in that 9 months time, I had COVID. I had tremendous back trouble. And I had, I suffered from some tendonitis. I'm a big walker. And so I had tendonitis and I couldn't walk, so without the mindset, without the program, without the routine, I would have easily gone back up in weight, and up beyond where I was.
You make a great point. People come into the program thinking, I've got nothing on for the 3 months, or I've got nothing for 9 months. Life is always going to get in the way. And as you said, the big part of this is the ability to stick to the basics, regardless of where life takes us. When things are shit, can we stick to the basics? When things are great, motivation, discipline becomes easy. But you have the ability to stick through it. And just quickly, 55 pounds down. It's not the weight on the scale, but just quickly tell everyone, if they're watching this, a couple of the things that, how has life changed from correct me if I'm wrong, was it 270 to 215? Is that where you are now?
Yep.
Yeah. So sitting now as a man at 215, what are those actual benefits in the real world to you as opposed to being 270?
I'm not that guy that gets on the plane that everybody looks at and says, oh, I don't want to sit next to him. There's a benefit.
Huge.
I'm the guy that can walk into a retail store and have my pick of any pair of pants or shirt or what have you. But again, it's really just, the physical benefits, which then bleed into, some of the change in, who you are associating with, from, the exposure to other ideas and other concepts. And so, again, chatting with an individual about stretching, which, again, that was one of the goals that I had. Hey, I want to get a routine and I want to stretch more. I want to be more flexible. And I've ended up with this secondary benefit out of stretching, which is it's just some quiet time, right? And so I was sharing that with a friend at the gym, and he's like, man, it's incredible that A, you're doing it, you're sticking to it, the consistency, but then you're seeing these secondary, third level benefits to all of these different things. And so again, you jokingly say, that you don't have to get rid of all of your fat friends. But another
Not all
benefit
of them.
that
All of them.
but a benefit that I've had is I've been an example to others in my circle, and I got a friend that's doing the journey on his own, and he's making some good progress and making some good strides, and so like you say, I mean, again, I think I've always wanted to do that, whatever I'm doing. Like I say, inspire other people to get out there and do it. And I certainly, I struggled with my weight, from a number of reasons: stress management, go eat, celebrate, go eat. And so again, I'm seeing those benefits as well. Just other ways to handle and manage stress, and other ways to celebrate, wins in life and things that happen.
Well, that's huge. And I just want to touch on that point. You've come into the program and you probably didn't see yourself, one, getting to where you are now, but two, you're now the guy that other people look up to and inspire. Is it funny how it comes around full circle? So, but that in itself is huge, isn't it? And obviously all the other benefits that you've said about walking into a shop, being able to get you call them pants, we call them trousers, but we know what you mean. So look, Paul, I mean, it's been amazing. Just one last thing, and I know you're a busy man. If someone was thinking of coming into the beginning, their journey, the first 12 weeks, what would be the one piece of advice you would say to them that would possibly tip them over in favor to joining the program?
The program that you offer, Gab, the education, the discipline to do it, those things are out there. You can Google that. Okay. But what your program offers is the group, and the support, and the accountability, and the opportunity to share. And it's something that you and I have chatted about in terms of the anonymity. And I think that's a huge benefit that you get from LinkedIn and from the scale of doing this essentially worldwide. Because again, when I was going through my initial 12 weeks, we had guys all throughout the US and every time zone. We had guys throughout Europe, and then ultimately we had guys in South America that had joined, right? And so again, everybody can say, well, hey, I've got accountability through again, my book club, my hunting club, whatever. And you do and you don't, because that's inside your comfort zone. And then those folks, oh no, take a pass, Paul. You had a hard day. Oh, you had this, huge win. You can do it. But we had a really special group in the initial 12 weeks. And ultimately had somebody out of the 12 weeks who became, the new record holder for you. And so again, that competition inside of that group, really helped, and it drove me. So again, the accountability that your group offers versus just the, get into a calorie deficit, get your body moving, get better sleep. There you have it, everybody. That's Gav's system. Do those three things, you'll lose that much weight. But no, it's more than that. It's more than that.
I mean, the group that you were in, and some of the people know, there was you, there was Kev, there was Gary, and the ones that came around, it was a special group. I haven't had a group of guys do as much as you did, and it'll be a long time before there's another group. There was about six or seven of you, all losing high 30 plus or into 40 pounds in a period of 3 or 4 months, and it was a special time. So, but look, I appreciate that, Paul. Thanks for the last 9 months. That's 2 testimonials I've had out of you, my friend. I really do appreciate you, as we said on the group call last night. Been great. I've learned as much. I'd always learn as much from you guys as you hopefully learn from me. I appreciate you, and I thank you for all your time and effort. Well done, my man.
Absolutely. Thanks, Gab. Appreciate it.